So these guys right here, they pretty much have guaranteed that they're going to do whatever it takes to keep the stock market afloat. Who are these guys? This is Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chair, on the right, and Secretary of Treasury Steve Mnuchin on the left. And here's the stock market today. We got a red candle, but you can see Monday we had a nice up day. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. In my opinion, this is the pandemic here where it fell. We should be much lower than this. We should be set back 5 years, let alone 6 months or a year. We should be set back 5 years. We should be way lower, based on jobless claims, pandemics, murder hornets, sharknadoes, everything that's going on right now. It should be a lot lower. So this is very obvious that these guys are propping this up. And how do they do that? Let's let him explain.
Simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally, and we do that by buying treasury bills or bonds or other government guaranteed securities, and that actually increases the money supply. We also print actual currency, and we distribute that to the Federal Reserve banks.
Print actual currency. So they've already printed trillions of dollars, and now they're about to do it again. And there's actually live video of them doing it. This is Powell printing the money. So as you can see, there's plenty of money to be printed out of thin air to float into the stock market. Now, this is going to be short-term bullish for the stock market, but a lot of experts believe long-term it's just not sustainable. And the only really hedge to this is Bitcoin, because you can't do this with Bitcoin. Which leads me to this Twitter feed that I found where they track the stimulus money. So what your $1,200 of stimulus money would now be worth had you invested it in Bitcoin. And the last tweet was 754. So you would have made $500 extra had you invested your stimulus check, which I thought was pretty cool. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin. So we're trying to break 10,000 again. You can see we've formed this wedge here, another wedge. We already broke out of this wedge that was, going from way back to February. There was a wedge here. I'll draw it out so you can see it real quick if it'll let me. So something like this. I'm gonna use the bottoms here. So it broke out, and then I had this yellow line here. This was resistance going from way back. It broke through that, and now we're in this wedge. It wanted to break 10K, it just didn't happen. Got denied. It happens a lot. I really thought it was going to stay above 10K. A lot of people did. But this is where we are. But it will break. It will break eventually, because it's going to run out of room to go in this wedge, and it will break through. What I've been doing is, and how I've been playing this whole thing is, I buy Bitcoin every week, dollar cost averaging about $100, sometimes $200, depending on how far it falls, on all the dips. So anytime I see during the week, when I see I think it's at a low, I'll go buy some. I go to the Bitcoin ATM, buy some, throw it into my wallet. I've just been stacking it that way. And on the highs, if I think it's run out of steam, I'll transfer probably half of it or 3/4 of it, of the Bitcoin, I'll transfer to Tether. In my wallet, I have a wallet that's has multi coins in it, and I'm able to do that through Shapeshift. And I pay a little bit of a fee for that, but to me it's worth it that I can do everything myself. Even if you're trading on the exchanges, you have to pay a trading fee anyway. So what's the difference? So that's my Bitcoin plan. And my altcoin plan, what I'm doing is, I was in Digibyte. As you guys know, if you've been following me, I traded my Digibyte for Omise Go, which was a really good trade. And I'll show you how I did this and what I look for, in case you want to follow along. So I wait, like I've been in Digibyte since I discovered it way back here. When I see this candles, I have this this purple line here. This is the moving average. I'm using the 20-day. I keep saying 50-day. It's the 20-day moving average that I use. Let me get this out of the way here. And that, God, it's such a pain. I'm too cheap to buy this chart. So when I see a full-bodied candle like this above the line, to me that's a buy signal. And most of the time it'll stay above it, and I'll just stay in it until I see a full body candle below it. Like that was my cue to get out. And so around this time, when I think this is happening, and this is a daily chart, so I have plenty of time, as this candle is forming, I'll start to look for another altcoin to jump into. And how I found Omise Go is I go to Coin Paprika. You can use CoinMarketCap too. They're both the same, pretty much. And I sort by Bitcoin because my goal is to get more Bitcoin. I want the Bitcoin value, the BTC value, to go up without having to buy anything else, without having to add more money to it. So what I'll do is I'll change the graph here from USD to BTC, and that flips them around a little bit. And usually I'll sort by 24 hours. First I'll sort by gains, and then I'll sort by losses. And I'm looking for the big numbers. I'm looking for basically, like Nano here, looks like it's already in a bubble. I might look a little bit into this because it went up so much, 40%. But I look for something maybe that was coming off of 7-day low and now is starting to go up. So that's indicating a reversal. Same thing is if it was a 7-day high and now it has a nice 24-hour low. Usually these things will snap back. So if it's down 18%, I could plan on maybe getting 18% back when it flips around. So in this case, I'll look for big names. I look for stuff that's in my multi-coin wallet. And you know, Steam is in there, Omise Go. And if I see something that warrants further investigation, I'll pull it up on a chart. So what I did was, just now I sorted by 24-hour losses, right? So deep in the red here. And I look for big names. Hex is garbage. Electronium is kind of garbage. It's a little, there's a lot of FUD going on with Electronium right now. I won't get into it. In fact, I don't know too much about it, but I know there's a lot of controversy around it. But we'll use this as an example because you can see it's coming off of a big high. So it's 58% in 7 days. It's up 58% in 7 days. But in 24 hours, it's down 20%. So maybe that 20% will come around. Within 1 hour, within the last hour, it's actually down a lot, which isn't a good sign. But if we want to take a look at it, we get the ticker symbol or ETN, and I'll plug it into a better charting program, which this is a trading view, and I'll take a look at it. And you can see the 20-day moving average, already have it programmed in there. We would have had I been watching this, we would have had a buy signal here. I would have looked at this as a buy signal. And these are just my rules. You know, a lot of people go by different things, but this seems to be working, so I'm sticking with this. And we would have been in it all the way up, right? It's still actually looking pretty good because it's still above its 20-day moving average, but you're risking buying it high here. And we're seeing these. The first thing I see right away is this bearish engulfing candle, which is not a good sign. So this would not be a good candidate. Whenever you see that, it's usually a sign that it's going to go down more. What we'd want to see is a nice bullish flag, something like this. is a bullish flag. If I see that, that usually means it's going to go higher. This is a bullish flag. When it kind of goes sideways for a little bit and starts to go up, that's a really good sign. So that's kind of how I pick these things. And what I did with Digibyte, I saw this and I found Omise Go. I looked at it and I got in right here. Let me switch the line here. There, that's around what I got in, because what I saw was this nice green candle above the 20-day moving average, and then it went into a flag pattern. I like that. So that was good. And I got in right before this little pop here. So now it's starting to come down. So I'm looking for other candidates in case this doesn't have any more legs, and I'm not seeing any right now, but definitely will keep you posted. So that's it for now. Stay profitable, my friends. See you next time.